हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम् ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान् शृण्वन्नोदिभिः सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करं सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ता वन्दे श्रीगुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ श्रीशङ्कराचार्यस्वामिने नमः। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ओम् श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्।
नमस्ते महोदय। उषा श्रीनिवासन भगिनी।
नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते।
ओम श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ दशमोऽध्यायः विभूतियोगः। श्रीभगवानुवाच भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यतेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया।
यत्ते not yate.
Oh, sorry, sir.
Yatteham.
Yatteham. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
First time also, if you can try to practice paramau vachaha, it will be better.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Paramam vachaha also is
Paramau
fine.
vachaha.
Paramau vachaha, if you can chant, it will be also.
Paramau vachaha. Okay.
That is given in the red, no? So
Yes,
you
sir.
can take cognizance of that and try to practice.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
विजयलक्ष्मी आर भगिनी।
नमस्ते महोदय।
नमस्ते।
न मे विदुःसुरगणाः प्रभवन्न महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः।
Good.
राजेश्वरी शिवशंकर भगिनी।
नमस्ते सर।
नमस्ते।
यो माम जमनादीं च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते।
Good. The dim sounded like dim. Yo majamanadhincha. I heard it as yo majamanadhincha. Dim. It is short. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Try again.
यो मामजमनादिं च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते।
Yeah.
अनुपमा भट्ट भगिनी।
बुद्धिर्ज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावः भयं च भयमेव च।
लक्ष्मी बीवी भगिनी।
अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानयशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथक्विधाः।
शीला शिंदे भगिनी।
महर्षयः सप्त पूर्वे चत्वारो मनवस्तथा मद्भावा मानसा जाताः एषा लोक इमा प्रजाः।
काश्मीरा भगिनी।
एतां विभूति योगं च मम यो वेति तत्त्वतः सोऽविकम्पेन योगेन युज्यते नात्र संशयः.
Good.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Yes, sir. Aham sarvasya prabhavah mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha.
Good.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
नमस्ते महोदय.
Namaste.
मच्चित्ता मद्गतप्राणाः बोधयन्तः परस्परं कथयन्तश्च मां नित्यं तुष्यन्ति च रमन्ति च.
Good.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
तेषां सततयुक्तानां भजतां प्रीतिपूर्वकं ददामि बुद्धियोगन्तं येन मामुपयान्ति ते.
Good. All of you shouted very well. But I was very happy that all of you had been able to have a good mastery over chanting. So keep it up. Very nice.
With your guidance, sir.
No, I think you've been practicing also. Because I found that all of you had chanted very well. And one of the objectives of the entire program is also Bhagavad Gita chanting. I think chanting part, you have been able to have a wonderful grip about where to stop, which is the padam you have to manage. I think all of you did a wonderful chanting. Excellent. So we'll continue with today's class.
Yes, Mahoday. Veena Fanishri Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम्
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम्
अहमज्ञानजन्तमः
अहमज्ञानजन्तमः
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः.
Very good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini. Okay. Vijay Lakshmi. Okay.
Tesham. Sir, tell me, sir.
Go ahead, Bhagini.
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः
ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता
ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Vijay Lakshmi R Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः
तेषान्मेवानुकम्पार्थम् अगमज्ञानजन्तमः तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bivi Bhagini.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good.
Kashmira Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. Next.
Veena Fanishri Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
One more person.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजन्तमः नाशयात्यात्मभावस्थः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता.
Good. So yesterday we completed this shloka. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayantite. So in that shloka, Bhagavan says those people who are satatam yuktanam, who are continuously connected with me, bhajatam priti purvakam, those who are able to be so devoted with utmost love, then I provide them with buddhi yogam. I provide them with the intelligence with which they can know me. Then they'll be able to know me or know themselves, which is all same. Yena mam, whereby mam upayanti te, they are able to come to me, reach me. Reach me means they are able to understand themselves. So when you look at this shloka, you will find that Bhagavan is giving buddhi, right? So Bhagavan is dadami buddhi yogam tam. I am giving them the buddhi yogam. That's what he says. Which means that it is Dvaita. Bhagavan is separate and he's coming and handing over something, like somebody is coming and handing over something to me. So he is first giving this kind of a flavor that it is Bhagavan and he is the one who is giving it. Okay. Now, when you look at the next sloka, he says that Tesham eva anukampartam eva. Anukampartam means out of compassion, out of absolute grace or compassion. Tesham, for those people, Atma Bhavastha, second stanza you can see, Nashayami, Atma Bhavastha. What does Bhagavan says? I sit in their mind. Atma Bhavastha means tha. Whenever you hear stha means I station. Okay. I reside in their minds. I reside in their buddhi. So Bhagavan is everywhere. Bhagavan is omnipresent. So Bhagavan says that he does not have a shake hand like what he told earlier. He is going one step further. He says, I sit in their mind, Atma Bhavastha. I sit over there. And then what he does? Nashayami. He says, I destroy. What Nashayami Atma Bhavastha. You have to read it Atma Bhavastha Nashayami. I destroy. What does he destroy? Ajnanajam. What is aham? Aham is I. Aham ajnanam ajam tamaha. Tamaha means ignorance. Ignorance ajam ajnanam. Born out of lack of knowledge, ignorance. Tamaha means again you can take it as darkness. The darkness born out of ignorance. I sit in the minds of my bhaktas, devotees. Okay, that I become his own mind. I become his own buddhi. Nashayami. I destroy. How does he destroy? Jnana deepena bhasvata. I start lighting the brilliant jnana in their minds. Jnana deepena bhasvata. He says that I get into their minds. I ignite the knowledge of brilliance of knowledge in their mind. Destroy Nashayami. Tamaha Ajnanam, Ajnajam Tamaha, the one born out of ignorance, that darkness, Nashayami, I destroy by sitting in their own mind as buddhi and igniting the knowledge of brilliance of knowledge, the light of brilliant knowledge. Why? Anukampartam eva, out of compassion only. Because those people, they have understood a lot of things and now they have been able to know that everything is my glory. Whatever they say in the manifestation is all my glory. And they are still having a difficulty in terms of understanding. They have an understanding, but they are still not able to recognize that. The recognition has to take place only in the mind. So for those people, I get into their mind and then remove the darkness of ignorance by igniting the light of knowledge, brilliance of knowledge in their own minds. So look at the way Bhagavan has gone to. When you start looking at the way Bhagavan is just slowly developing for those people who have understood the knowledge and then who are trying to recognize him, he says that I will be sitting in their own mind. Because one has to understand his own self only by his own buddhi. That is the reason why this body is very, very important. Intellect is very important. This buddhi and this body is very, very important in terms of understanding Bhagavan. So we have to also understand that in the absence of this particular body, Atma is Paramatma. The Jivatma will not know Atma. So the instrument of body is very important. The body-mind complex is extremely important for realization. If somebody is not able to realize Bhagavan in this particular form, in terms of this form, it will become very, very difficult. He may not be able to do that. He has got to have this buddhi. Jnanam is the only way by which anybody can get enlightened. Bhakti will only lead to chitta chutti or antakarna chutti, and only knowledge that aham brahmasmi will liberate a person. That we have to understand very clearly. Being religious, doing a lot of things, etc., we have to understand the limitation is that it will only provide a satisfaction. It will lead you to antakarna chutti in case you are having sincere devotion. But in case you are going to do a puja only with a kamya karma in action, with so many application forms, I am doing this puja for so things, I am doing this puja for so things, then janma karma, that particular life cycle will continue. But once you are able to go further and further and understand vibhuti of Bhagavan, then somebody is devoted to him, Bhagavan assures this. He says, I will be sitting in their mind. Atmabhavastah nashayami. Nashayami aham ajnanam ajam tamaha. That's what he is giving a kind of an assurance to Arjuna. So Bhagavan thought that with this shloka, he thought that he has fairly explained to Arjuna everything about the Vibhuti Yoga. He has told from chapter number 7, he has talked enough about this Vibhuti. He said Para Prakriti, Apara Prakriti, everything he has talked about. And the 9th chapter also he had told us a lot of things. And then he thought, okay, I have fairly explained to him about my glories and my powers. That's what Bhagavan thought now. He thought of going to next chapter. But whenever there is going to be a transition required, then you find that our friend comes in. Arjuna Bhuvacha. He is now having a doubt. Okay. Who is coming?
Bhanureka Bhagini.
Arjuna Bhuvacha. Param Brahma Param Dama.
अर्जुन उवाच परं ब्रह्म परं धाम परं ब्रह्म परं धाम
Pavitram Paramam Bhavan.
पवित्रं परमं भवान् पवित्रं परमं भवान्
Param Brahma Param Dama. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan.
परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान् परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान्.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam.
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam.
Adidevamajau Vibhum.
Adidevamajam Vibhum. Adidevamajam Vibhum.
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Adidevamajau Vibhum.
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Adidevamajam Vibhum. Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Adidevamajam Vibhum.
Very good. Next.
Thank you, sir.
Anupama Bhatt Bhagini.
Param Brahma Param Dama. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan.
परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान् परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान्.
Good. Next.
Sheela Shinde Bhagini.
Purusham Shashvatam Divyam. Adidevamajau Vibhum.
पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजौ विभुम् पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजौ विभुम्.
Very good. Next.
Veena Fanishri Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhamam pavitram paramam bhavan param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan.
Good. Next.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजौ विभुम् पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजौ विभुम्.
Good. Next. Full shloka
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
from Arjuna Bhuvacha.
Yes, sir. Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajam vibhum.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajau vibhum.
Good. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R. Bagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham sashvatam divyam adidevamajau vibhum.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajam vibhum.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajau vibhum.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajau vibhum.
Good. One more person.
Kashmira Bagini.
Arjuna uvacha param brahma param dhama pavitram paramam bhavan purusham shashvatam divyam adidevamajau vibhum.
Good. We'll do one thing. We'll take the next shloka and then go for the meaning. Okay. Next.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bagini.
Ahustva brushaya sarve.
Ahustva mrishaya sarve. Ahustva mrishaya sarve.
Devarshinaradastata.
Devarshirnaradastata.
Ahustva mrushaya sarve. Devarshirnaradastata.
Ahustva mrishaya sarve. Devarshirnaradastata. Ahustva mrishaya sarve. Devarshirnaradastata.
Good. Next.
Bhanureka Bagini.
Asito devalo vyasah.
असितो देवलो व्यासः असितो देवलो व्यासः
Svayam chaiva bravishi me.
स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे
Asito devalo vyasah. Svayam chaiva bravishi me.
असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे आसितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bagini.
Ahustva brushaya sarve. Devarshirnaradastadha.
आहुस्त्वा मृषयः सर्वे देवर्षिनारदस्तथा आहुस्त्वा मृषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bagini.
Asito devalo vyasah. Svayam chaiva bravishi me.
असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mohodaya.
First line 2 times.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिनारदस्तथा आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिनारदस्तथा.
Good. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R Bhagini.
असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Veena Fanishri Bhagini.
Full shloka.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
Yes, ma'am.
Full shloka.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव प्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Bhagini. K. Lalita Bhagini.
Just one. आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. One more person.
Mrinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
आहुस्त्वां ऋषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे.
Good. So we'll go to the meaning of these two shlokas. So Bhagavan thought that he had already spoken enough about his vibhuti, that everything is me, everything, the entire creation is all my manifestation, and I am the one anadi, I am beginningless, I was not born, I am the creator, I am the effect cause for everything, and I am an uncaused person. There was no cause for me, but everything else has had a cause from me. Okay. So Bhagavan had told all these things. He said that I am this, I am that, everything is already spoken. But now, again, what has happened is that despite all these things, Arjuna has now got a question. Arjuna has started again. What does he say? Bhavan, you, Lord Krishna, Param Brahma, you are the absolute Brahma. Okay, Param Brahma. Bhavan Param Dhama, you are the absolute abode, where everybody wants to go. Okay, here also Bhagavan, Krishna is still telling that Bhagavan is in some abode. Okay, or if you look at it as a Advaita concept, Bhagavan is in that place and we are here, we have to go there. So that is Parandhama, Dhamam. Or one has to understand that Bhagavan is in himself and he has got, we have to merge with him. That is Parandhama. So Bhavan Parambrahma, Bhavan Parandhama, Bhavan Pavitram, Paramam Pavitram. You are the purest of the pure. Okay. So now when you look at the purest of the pure, we have also discussed this enough earlier in terms of the three levels of purity. Purity at the gross body level, purity at the level of mind, and purity at the level of causal body. Okay, the ignorance, ajnanam. So these are three purities that we were talking about. The first purity can be taken, the requirement of purity of the body can be taken care by having bath. Requirement of purity in the case of mind is by chanting and devotion and all those things. And the purity of the causal body is only by removing ignorance. That is jnana. Jnana only will remove the purity. Jnana will remove the ajnanam, which is the last level of purity. And everything, once who is capable, the jnanam is supposed to be paramam, pavitram. So it is absolute purity. So now if you look at that way, you have got a beautiful construction going on. And then at the end of the construction, what they do is they bring a small idol of Ganesha or Hanuman and keep it. Then what happens? Just by mere presence of that idol, that place becomes pure. Just imagine, that is the beautiful culture we have. We have a house, then we just light a small lamp, immediately the pavitram, it becomes pavitram. You have a mango or a plantain, you just on the go, you go to the shop and eat it and go. The same plantain, when it is taken to the altar of Bhagavan, and then it is given to you as a prasada, it becomes pavitram. A small leaf of tulasi becomes pavitram. So anything that goes to the altar of Bhagavan and comes back becomes pavitram. A house also can become a pavitram when you bring an idol. So if you look at that way, even a small plantain can become a pavitram just because it has been blessed by Bhagavan. Look at the kind of paramam pavitram. You will be able to understand what is paramam pavitram. So he says, Bhavan paramam pavitram. So Bhavan param brahmam, Bhavan parandamam, Bhavan paramam pavitram, Bhavan purusham. Purusham is the inner dwelling self is the purusha, and Bhagavan is the inner dwelling self, which we are all trying to understand. We'll be discussing a lot about that in the 15th chapter, the Purushottama Yoga. So he is telling, you are the Purusham. Purusham means not only the Brahman all over, but also the Purusham in the individual self. You are that one. Shashvatam, you are eternal. You are absolutely eternal. You are timeless. You are anadi. That is Bhavan Shashvatam, Bhavan Divyam. Bhavan, you are the divine. Bhavan Adi Devam. You are the earliest of gods, and you are the person. Adi Devam. Devas, God. Even if you look at Ishvara, Ishvara is a creation of Nirguna Brahman plus Maya becomes Ishvara. We have discussed on that. And Ishvara is the person who has created the entire manifestation of whatever we see. So he says, but here what he says is, Adi Devam, you are the beginning of everybody, all the gods. Ajam, Anban, Vibhum. Vibhum also is Vibhuti, glory. Vibhum, we have to understand it from the perspective that you are all pervasive. When you say Vibhuti and we say the manifestation of Bhagavan as Bhagavan's glory of everything is Bhagavan, that means Bhagavan has pervaded everywhere. So the Vibhum here is, it is all pervasive. So now Arjuna, after all these things, is now trying to praise Bhagavan. Suddenly, he is giving buttering of Bhagavan now. So Bhagavan, oh Krishna ji, you are Bhavan Param Brahma, Bhavan Param Dhamma, Bhavan Paramam Pavitram, Bhavan Purusham, Bhavan Shashpatam, Bhavan Divyam, Bhavan Adidevam, Bhavan Ajam, Bhavan Vibhum. He is appreciating and trying to Bhagavan thought he has completed the Vibhuti Yoga, but he is now Arjuna has taken over. He is first starting to appreciate Bhagavan, that you are all these things. Then Ahustvam Rishayas Sarve Devashi Naradas Tata. Rishayas Sarve means all the rishis. Ahustvam means they talk about you. Ahuhu Tvam. Ahuhu means they talk about whom? You. Ahuhu Tvam. Sarve Rishayah. All the rishis are all talking in praise of you. No, every rishi I come across, they praise in you. Supposing you know a personality, and then the personality is talked about by everybody, that means that is so much amount of experience everybody has had, and all the big people are appreciating him. That means that he is a super person. So, ahuhu tvam rishaya sarve, all the rishis are talking about you. Not only rishis who are in the Bhuloka, Deva Rishi, Narada, even the Bhuloka rishis are there, like Vasishta, Kutsa, Birhu, all those things. But he says, even the Deva Rishi, Narada is supposed to be Rishi for Devas. Even he is talking about you, which means that they, not only at the human level, but Deva level also, they are talking about you. So he's now trying to tell about, I understand all these things, Bhagavan, Krishna. You are a Devashi is also now talking about you. Then who are Asita hai, one of the rishis, Devala hai, one is rishi, Vyasa hai. Even Vyasa is also talking about you. Now look at the beauty of this thing. If you look at Bhagavad Gita has been taken from Mahabharata. Okay. And in Mahabharata is written by Vyasa. So Vyasa has actually written Bhagavad Gita, sorry, Mahabharatam. In that you are having Bhagavad Gita. In the Bhagavad Gita, Vyasa's name is again coming. He is writing. Vyasa is writing that Arjuna is telling that Vyasa is also talking about, he is also putting his own name when he is writing Bhagavad Gita. That's the beauty of this particular thing. So Vyasa himself is writing his name in Bhagavad Gita. So Asita hai, Devala hai, Vyasa hai, Swayam Chaiva Bhavishime. And you are also talking about Swayam cha eva, even you also, Bravishi, you are also talking about yourself to me. So he says that everybody is talking about you. And what all things that they are talking, you are Paramdama, you are Paramam Pavitram, you are Param Brahmam, all those things. Everybody is talking about that, and the rishis are talking about it. Deva Rishi is also talking about it. Vyasa is talking about it, and now the last couple of chapters, you also talk to me about all these kinds of things. So he is now building up a story, to just try to please Lord Krishna now. Next.
Vijayalakshmi R. Bagini.
Sarvametadrutham manye.
सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये
Janmavadasi Keshava.
यन्मां वदसि केशव यन्मां वदसि केशव
Sarvametadrutham manye. Janmavadasi Keshava.
सर्वमेतदृशं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव सर्वमेतदृशं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव.
It is not Rusham, it is Dhrutham. Rutam, actually speaking, Rutam, Sarvam, Etat, Rutam.
Dhrutam
Rutam,
manye. Can
not
you repeat,
Rutam.
sir?
Rutam.
Can you
Sarvam,
repeat?
Sarvam, Etat, Rutam, Manye. So, Sarvam, Etat, Rutam, you should say, Rutam. Okay, repeat it again.
Yes. सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव.
Good, next.
Banu Rekha Bagini.
Nahi te Bhagavan Vyaktim.
नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम् नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम्
Vidurdeva Nadhanavaha.
विदुर्देवान दानवाः विदुर्देवान दानवाः
Nahi te Bhagavan Vyaktim. Vidurdeva Nadhanavaha.
नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम् विदुर्देवान दानवाः नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम् विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Yes.
Anupama Bhatt Bagini.
Sarvametad Rutham Manye. Yanmavadasi Keshava.
सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Bhagini.
Nahi te bhagavan vyaktim vidurdeva nadhanavaha.
नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम् विदुर्देवान दानवाः नहि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिम् विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Sri Lakshmi Bhagini.
First line 2 times.
Yes, sir. सर्वमृतधृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव. सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव.
Good. Next.
Usha Srinivasan Bhagini.
Second line 2 times.
न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivashankar Bhagini.
Full shloka.
सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. Full shloka.
Yes, yes.
सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Sheila Shinde Bhagini.
सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान् दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Sharada Rajan Bhagini.
सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Veena Fani Shri Bhagini.
सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये सर्वमेतदृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi Bibi Bhagini.
सर्वमेतद्रुतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Good. Next. One more person.
Rinalini Gopalan Bhagini.
सर्वमेतद्धृतं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः.
Okay. So now he continues. He says, Keshava, O Lord Krishna, O Bhagavan, Yat Mam Vadasi. Okay. Yan Mam Vadasi, no? Yat Mam Vadasi. Whatever you have been telling me so far, Sarvam Etad, all these things you have talked to me so far, Manye, I consider as Rutam. Rutam means true. He is now giving a certificate to Bhagavan. He says, Yadu Mam Vadasi Keshava, whatever you have been telling me so far, O Lord Krishna, Sarvam Etat, all those things, Manye, I consider as Rutam, as true. Rutam is a very, very another kind of word which we need to understand. he could have told Satyam also. Arjuna could have told Satyam. Sarvam etat Satyam manye. I consider that all as Satyam. That also could have been used, but he has used a word called Rutam. There's a small subtle difference between Rutam and Satyam. The thing is, I'll just give a very simple example. Now, whatever little bit of Bhagavad Gita class that I am handling now, maybe it may not be right also. That some of the things that I'm teaching might not be 100% right in terms of my understanding of Bhagavad Gita. And there could be a lot of, it's not intentionally I'm making a mistake, but my understanding is lacking. So, though it is Satyam, there is a difference between there is a limitation to my capabilities and my knowledge. So, it is not going to be 100% factual things. So it might be Satyam only, but not factual. Supposing Vasishtha is talking about Bhagavan, he will also have limitations in terms of full understanding of Bhagavan. So everybody may have some limitation in terms of understanding the Bhagavan because he is Adidevam, Vibhum, Ajam, Anadim, all those things. Okay. So it's very difficult to understand Bhagavan. So he is telling that because you are telling, if others are telling, there is always a small thing that whatever somebody is telling about you, maybe Vyasa is telling something about you, or Vasishtha is telling something about you, whatever they tell is limited by their own understanding and knowledge. But now you are telling. So that means it has got to be right. That is the word Rutam. Sarvam etat Rutam manye. I consider that as absolutely true. Rutam is that particular meaning. Satyam, the actual word is Satyam, but it is one level more than Satyam because this person is the person talking about himself, and who else can know about oneself than himself? So this is coming from Bhagavan's word. So he says, to Arjuna says that, Sarvam etat rutam manye. I consider this to be true. It does not mean that he does not consider other people telling about him as untrue, but this is from horse's mouth. Sarvam etat rutam manye yanma vadakesava. Because why? He is also, because he is telling me, he, next line is telling he, Bhagavan Vyaktim, Te Bhagavan Vyaktim, that is your divine manifestations. Te Bhagavan Vyaktim, Vidur de, Na Viduhu Devaha. Even gods may not be fully able to know you. Na Viduhu Devaha, Te Bhagavan Vyaktim, Na Viduhu Danavaha. Even demons also may not know about you. Otherwise, why should Devas go to Lord Krishna and then ask him, Oh Bhagavan, please come and help me with Sagara Manthan? There is a big fight going on in Devas and Asuras. No? That time they had to go and ask Bhagavan for help. So, but what he is telling now is that even there will be a limitation in terms of understanding by Devas as well as demons, because there are a lot of demons who are great worshippers of Bhagavan. If you look at that way, Ravana was a great worshipper of Ishvara. So if you look at our own history, Puranas, there are a lot of people, Danavas, who are also being very, very great worshippers of Bhagavan. That is the various kinds of deities. So he says that Bhagavan Vyaktim, Te Bhagavan Vyaktim, your manifestation, divine manifestation, Na Viduhu Devaha, Na Viduhu Danavaha. Because of that, because whatever you have been telling me, Yanma Madasikesha, whatever you have been telling me, Manye, I consider Sarvam Etat, all these things are Rutam, Satyam. That's what he's telling me. That is because it is all coming from the horse's mouth. Okay. Next sloka also I think we can take it.
Usha Srinivasan Begini.
Yes, sir.
Swayamevātmanātmānam
Swayamevātmanātmānam Swayamevātmanātmānam
Vetatvam Purushottama
Vetatvam Purushottama Vetatvam Purushottama
Swayamevātmanātmānam Vetatvam Purushottama
Swayamevātmanātmānam Vetatvam Purushottama Swayamevātmanātmānam Vetatvam Purushottama.
Good. Next.
Rajeshwari Shivshankar Begini.
Bhuta bhavana bhutesh.
भूत भावन भूतेश भूत भावन भूतेश
देव देव जगत्पते.
देव देव जगत्पते देव देव जगत्पते
भूत भावन भूतेश. देव देव जगत्पते.
भूत भावन भूतेश देव देव जगत्पते भूत भावन भूतेश देव देव जगत्पते
Next.
Anupama Bhatt Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तम.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा.
Good. Next.
Banu Rekha Begini.
First line 2 times.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तम. स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तम.
Good. Next.
K. Lalita Begini.
Second line 2 times.
Yes, sir. भूत भावन भूतेश देव देव जगत्पते भूत भावन भूतेश देव देव जगत्पते.
Good. Next.
Sharat Chavan Mahodaya.
Full shloka.
Yes, sir. Swayamevātmanātmānam vetthatvam puruṣottama bhūta bhavana bhūtesha deva deva jagatpate.
Good. Next.
Kashmira Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते.
Good. Next.
Sheela Shinde Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते.
Good. Next.
Lakshmi BV Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तमा भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते.
Good. Next.
Mrinalini Gopalan Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तम भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते.
Good. One more person.
Sharada Rajan Begini.
स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्थत्वं पुरुषोत्तम भूतभावनभूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते.
Okay. So in the previous shloka, he said, Rutam. He said that you will be able to give me the Sarvam Etad Rutam Manye Yadmam Vadasi Keshava. He accepts you can only give me the best direction of yourself. Because whatever you say is truth. That's what he said in the previous shloka. Because Devas as well as Danavas do not know you fully the way you know. He is continuing with that. He says Purushottama, the Supreme Purusha, oh Almighty Supreme Purusha, Lord Krishna, and he is praising, he is doing some archana for him, Krishna, no? Bhuta Bhavana, you are the creator of this world. Bhutesha, he was sustained. Purushottama, Bhutapavana, you are the creator of this world. Purushottama, you are a Bhutesha, you are the person who is sustaining this world. Purushottama, you are Deva Deva, you are the Deva of Deva. Purushottama, you are Jagatpate, you are the person who protects the entire universe. So he is now praising, like Archana is doing, Bhuta Bhavana, Bhutesha, Deva Deva, Jagatpate. Why is studying Swayam Eva Vetatvam? He says that you will be knowing you. Swayam Eva Veta. Atmana Atmanam. You will know yourself by yourself. So he is now telling, you will know by yourself very well. Oh Krishna, you are the creator of the world, you are sustainer of the world, you are the Deva's Deva, and you are the protector of the world. So he is just trying to create a kind of a next application to him. He says that you are that. Okay, then he'll ask him, you now tell me about yourself. So that is what he's going to talk, and he'll ask what he's going to talk about and what he's going to ask. We'll see it in tomorrow's class. Okay. Wrong direction. तेषामेवानुकम्पार्थम् अहमज्ञानजं तमः नाशयाम्यात्मभावस्तः ज्ञानदीपेन भास्वता अर्जुन उवाच परं ब्रह्म परं धाम पवित्रं परमं भवान् पुरुषं शाश्वतं दिव्यम् आदिदेवमजौ विभुम् आहुस्त्वामृषयः सर्वे देवर्षिर्नारदस्तथा असितो देवलो व्यासः स्वयं चैव ब्रवीषि मे सर्वमेतत्पृथं मन्ये यन्मां वदसि केशव न हि ते भगवन् व्यक्तिं विदुर्देवान दानवाः स्वयमेवात्मनात्मानं वेत्तत्वं पुरुषोत्तम भूतभावन भूतेश देवदेव जगत्पते ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री